should be live before I start the timers. Oh shit.
Bruce, is this
So,
thing on?
This thing's on.
You're sure?
Here, let me. Oh, we're on.
Let me look.
We're on.
Oh, yeah, you weren't kidding.
What's
People in
up?
the comments and everything. Where should I look? Where do you want me to look?
Get your camera.
That one?
Yeah.
Jesus
look at
fucking Christ. What is going on here?
Nothing.
It's been so long. It's been so long.
We're a little rusty. We're in our preseason.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. And in two words to explain this, one conjunction, one word, to explain what's going on here, we're back. That's it. That's all you need to know. We're back. We're back. We're going to jump right in. We're going to jump in with both feet. Or do you want to go head first? It's up to you. You're aerodynamic. You thrive in water with that bald head. So you tell me what you want to do. You want to go feet first, or you want to go head first?
Whatever you want to do, Mike.
Let's get some introductions out of the way. The first notable, it's a non-introduction. Sam is not going to be with us, or a little on and off.
You can put.
He's got some
Baby-
things we're figuring out right now.
Can you put Baby?
Yeah, we'll put
Yoda
Baby
in
Yoda
place?
in his
Yeah.
spot in the meantime. We'll figure this out as time goes. Sam is not here today, but you know who is here? His uncle, the one and only
Fuck.
Uncle Sam.
Hello.
And then on the ones and twos on the decks, per usual, we have the one and only Bruce the Tugboat Venditti.
Hello.
Do you guys want to know Bruce's real name for those that are tuning in for the first time in a while?
I feel like we've done this.
We've probably
ahead,
addressed
go
this
ahead.
before, but his real name is Augustino. It's a perfectly...
His real name is the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz.
That works as well.
I haven't got a brain.
Why? No brain?
I haven't got a brain.
So who would be the cowardly lion here? Who's got no heart?
Who do you think?
You're looking at him.
It's you too?
No,
That's not me,
he's
is
not
it?
here.
Oh, Sam. Am I the Tin Man?
I don't know. What did this Tin Man didn't have?
I don't know.
What are you, the
I
Wicked
don't
Witch of the West?
Yeah.
Guts? No guts?
I'm the fucking spider monkey, whatever that thing was.
And then if you remember me, or if you didn't remember me, I am Michael Palazzolo. They call me Zolo on this show. I'm going to be trying to bring it home for the next couple weeks while Sam isn't here. And like I said, we're going to jump in with both feet. I want to hear from you guys on anything fantasy related. I know you either have drafted, or you have drafts coming up, or you have dynasty questions. I haven't had a draft yet. Have either of you had a draft?
No.
Negative.
When's your first draft? Anything scheduled?
A couple days when our shit starts. I don't know. A
Yeah,
couple
I don't
days
know when it
before the
starts.
Is this the
season
IDP league?
starts.
The IDP league?
We have.
There's a couple of them. There's a sleeper league too. I
Sleeper
don't
league.
know what's going
I
on.
love Sleeper, by the way, and that's a conversation for another time. Is one day we should just debate the actual fantasy apparatuses, the actual fantasy platforms, because I went from why the hell are we on Sleeper? What is this? To I think Sleeper is by far the best.
That's what I heard.
I think Sleeper does a good job. I've been loyal to Yahoo for years, and I still think that out of the bigger platforms, Yahoo is the best one. But I love. Is this the first time doing a Sleeper league or?
Yeah, I've never done one.
Okay.
Well, that's to count our Tip Balls League as a sleeper, but
Well, that's not a sleeper
Not really,
league.
but-
No, it's not.
Hmm,
We've never done that.
no.
We were starting that last year, and I don't know what happened with it. Everybody, one of the league managers got a shitty team, so now he wants to fucking change it all. Right, PJ?
We're all. I think the whole league wants to change it up from last year. That's because I won.
Yeah.
Oh, you won the IDP league?
Yeah.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, Bruce. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure the TikTok's working right now. Give me a moment. It's not
We
pulling
got
up on the app.
flagged, appeal not approved. It's all because
We're 2 minutes in.
It's because it's technically not live. I'm technically streaming it through another service. So
Hold on.
we'll just keep appealing until they realize that it is live. If they go on YouTube, they will find us live.
Yeah, but TikTok is if we're trying
Where's
to
the
get paid,
TikTok?
Well,
we need the TikTok, my dog.
Where's the TikTok, bud?
No,
It's
it's
live.
up. It's live.
It's
I see
live.
it. We have
Oh,
one
all right.
viewer. I think it's me. We're gonna expand that.
Okay.
Yeah. So where do you want to start? Do you want to? I'll let you. You know what? You've put a lot of work into this the last couple days. I'm gonna let you dictate where we start. I think we should start with fantasy because I think a lot of people are gonna have fantasy questions. But you tell me. Do you want to start with Lions or you want to do fantasy?
start with fantasy,
Okay.
end on lines.
Okay.
I think that's the way to go. Fantasy's popping right now. Everybody's talking fantasy. Right?
Fantasy.
I
ready
don't
to
know,
go.
dude. I haven't even fucking have an inkling of fantasy right now.
Maybe
haven't even
you, but I know
thought
people
about
that have
it.
been doing mocks.
Listen to me,
his
dude.
out.
I haven't done a mock. I haven't done anything, dude.
It's hard to mock
I'm
when
not
you,
even downloaded yet.
when you don't know
'cause
where
our
you're
league
picking.
ain't up yet.
When you don't know where you're picking, you can't mock. So if you guys
Yeah,
haven't
you have
pulled a
to
draft
mock
order,
every
Yeah,
position,
I
which
don't-
kind of sucks.
I don't believe you. Yeah, unless you know where you're picking, mock drafting is absolutely useless.
Well, yeah, because you have to do a mock for every position.
I'm thinking about, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about fucking just auto drafting every league. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna.
how many leagues are you in?
Well, we're in this tip league. We're supposed to be in the sleeper league. Then I'm in my family league that switched over from NFL.com to Yahoo now, and everybody's in an uproar because
Yeah,
you know everybody in that league is old like me, and they're not.
Isn't
too
that what they're trying to
computer
do with
savvy.
ours?
Huh?
Isn't that what Sammy's trying to do with ours too? No.
I don't know what he's trying
One
to do with
staying
ours.
ESPN. I'm pretty sure the other is going Yahoo or something.
No, the sleeper league is different. That's a different platform.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be doing it. So
Anyway,
it should be the same fucking platform.
To your
My
point,
French.
sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
To your point, I'm at the point where I deny leagues as well. I get asked once a week to be in a league. There's maybe one or two I would like to be in. And I'm at the point where I'm joining leagues because I watch enough football. And when I say enough football, I mean I watch a lot of football. I'm not doing this to watch football. I need no help watching football. I'm at the point where if I join a league, it's because the vibes are high. The group chat's
Right.
good. The people are good.
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
yes
I don't
to that
pay any
league.
attention to any of that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's you're in,
I
you're in
really
it for
don't.
keeps. You play for keeps. You play
No,
for
I
keeps.
just play to play, dude. I mean, I don't really even care, dude.
That's fair.
All I do on Sundays, I watch Red Zone to see what my guys are doing, watching my phone, watching Red Zone. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's fair.
That's 7 hours on Sunday.
So I say no to leagues. I no longer like I'm in the shout out to the Arabs as always. The Arabs are popping off in the chat. I got pick 11 of 12 in the Arab League, and it's one of those leagues that it's hard to win if you don't. There's no variation. It's a traditional league, and traditional leagues that are just standard: one quarterback, two wide receiver, two running back, fly.
All right.
Those are the hardest leagues to win because you need to win it on draft day.
That's what my
If you don't win it on
family
draft
league is.
day,
That's what it is.
if you don't win it on draft day, you don't win the league because you need a ton of injuries, right?
Right.
And it's a traditional league, but you know what? I'm picking 11th, and I don't care because I like the
It's
crew
12
of people.
12-team league.
12-team league. I'm picking 11th.
sucks.
I'm done. I'm already out. But you know what? I'm gonna make the
Why you
most of
saying
it.
You're out.
You need luck at this
11?
point. I'm out at 11.
No,
Yeah,
No.
I'm out at 11. I can't
I
get
don't
into
believe
my
that 'cause
strategy.
You're on that turn.
It's too early to talk about my strategy, but yeah, you got to
You're on
take
that
advantage
turn.
on the turn, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, you have to take advantage on every turn. You have to reach for guys, right? Because there's guys that aren't going to be there in 20
Right.
picks, so it's tricky. But I love that league because I love that group of guys. It's one of my most active group chats. So I pick leagues now based on who's in them, and not like is this guy good at fantasy? It's well, like can I talk shit adequately to this person? So I'm at the point where I
think
deny leagues.
going into this year here, I make this mistake every year. I take a quarterback too fucking high, and it winds up burning me.
Depends on the
every
quarterback.
fucking year, I do
Or-
the same thing.
It depends on the
Or-
quarterback.
You
Me.
just draft every rookie on the board.
No, that's for the keeper league. That's
There's
sleeper league.
there's a
It's not the
scenario
best
where
route
you
either
should
way.
take a quarterback high or reach for him. This year is not that year.
No.
And I will tell you right now, it's the first piece of advice I will give all of you. There is so much good depth at almost every position. There are league-winning wide receivers that are going past ADP 20 right now. Not even kidding.
Okay.
There are really good running backs that you would think are RB2s that are going to be RB1s. And there is especially depth at quarterback. I think there are 10 quarterbacks that you can win a league with this year based on strength of schedule, based on how pass happy their offenses are, based on how they operate in the red zone. I don't know if we're going to get to quarterbacks today. We're going to try. I want to focus on the skill position players, but I want to start there. I want to go with ADPs, and I want to break down guys in the top 10, guys in the top 20, guys in the top 30, and say, look, does this guy belong here or does he not belong? Is this guy too high or is this guy too low? That's where I want to start. Are we down with that? Are you guys interested in that?
I'm good.
Real quick, let me moderate the comments and make sure I'm not listing anything. You're on Sam, Uncle Sam. Let's go, fellas. Okay, no questions. Let's get after it. I have ESPN's ADP open right now, and I want to get into where guys in the top 10 fall. Should they be there? Should they not? And I think we can get the easy ones out of the way, right? So who do we think is number 1 and number 2 on every board? Who do we think it is?
What, running back wise, player wise?
Player wise.
It's got to be a running back, no?
How about 2 of them? Name them.
I have no idea.
Jameer Gibbs and Bijan
Jameer
Robinson.
Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, yeah.
Too high.
I think, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I like both of those guys, but Jonathan Taylor was on a pace to absolutely rip it apart last year till he got stonewalled because his team was dog shit when their quarterback went down. I still think he deserves that top 3 guy.
He ain't getting it.
Huh?
He ain't getting it.
I think he deserves it.
Here's my response to that.
He's gonna be right.
Okay.
Even it doesn't matter.
Deserves it. You are 100% correct.
Dude could be dead.
There are a lot of guys that deserve it, and
Yeah.
my skepticism, this happens every year, is the guy that finishes at or near the top one year almost never finishes at or near the top the next year, and
Right.
that could be because of injury to an offensive
Well,
lineman.
that's what happened to him. Once his quarterback went down,
Yeah,
they tried to ride him, and he could only go so far.
if
Yeah.
you're picking in the top 3, Gibbs and Robinson are for sure going somewhere in your top 3.
Okay.
I'm saying proceed with caution. If it's a choice between the 2, I can't answer that. It's totally subjective. What I can tell you is there is a scenario, a very realistic scenario where both of these guys don't finish as number 1 or neither of these guys finish as number 1 because someone else comes out of nowhere. And also, we're drafting a lot of the time based on production in previous years. These
Right.
guys have high ADPs because of how they performed for you last year. Odds are, if you had one of these guys, I think they were league winners. It's our job here on Tipped Balls to help find the league winners this year, to find the diamonds and the roughs that make sense. So, of course, these guys are going to go 1 or 2. Number 3 on ADP, and I like this guy's ADP this year, under one circumstance, which you're going to tell me without me giving you any hints. Number 3 on ESPN's ADP chart is Jamar Chase. Love him. Think he can figure in as wide receiver 1. Under one condition, what is it?
That Joe Burrow stays healthy.
Joe Burrow's got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That simple.
It shocked me their first preseason game. Them guys played the first half.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
And looked like mid-season form.
Well, because they were rusty. You could see the rust.
I didn't think the Bengals won offense.
This
looked
is
good.
my problem right
Overall,
now.
like he did.
I-
Mid-season, dude.
Yeah. They were going up against a bunch of number 2s
Mhm.
and look like shit.
They look like shit.
And look like shit.
I agree with you.
My biggest fear is this, that the Lions won't do this, play these guys a couple series.
They're playing them on Saturday.
I know that. You know why? Because they already heard it from everybody.
Mhm.
If Joe Burrow's fucking playing, why is Jared Goff not out there slinging it?
Patty
How
Mahomes.
come these guys ain't do it? I don't want to hear about injuries, dude. Injuries are gonna fucking happen. Period. That's the name of the
They're
game.
gonna happen if
But-
their bodies aren't conditioned.
They're not
to hit it.
conditioned. That's the problem. Because they're gonna not play the whole preseason. You're gonna put them in there week 1. They're gonna get their fucking ass lit up, and the next thing you know, they're out for a month. So
Second.
I would rather have them playing now. Take a couple of hits, and if you think it's too serious to where you yank them after a couple of series, that's fine. I don't have a problem. But let them get their feet wet, dude.
Seconded.
Let them get live competition.
After Jamar Chase, I'm going to go over the rest of the receivers in the top 10 really quickly. This is split between 5 receivers and 5 running backs.
Okay.
So the rest of the top 10, immediately at ADP number 4 on ESPN is Puka Nacua. Number 5 is Jackson Smith and Jigba. Number 8 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. And number 9 is CeeDee Lamb. There's one guy I want to touch on. I told you that we're going to find diamonds in the rough. We're also going to help you weed out guys that probably don't belong. I will tell you someone in here that I don't think belongs, unless 2 things. Number 1, they're healthy. Number 2, they don't get suspended. It's Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua is great when he plays. He is a target monster. We've known, as Lions fans, we've known for years how Stafford loves to dump. He loves to dump to one guy. He always focuses one guy. His Super Bowl year, it was Cooper Kupp. In Detroit, obviously, it was Kelvin Johnson for years, then Kenny Galladay, and then a side of Golden Tate, yada, yada, yada. Right now, it's Puka Nacua. I think Puka Nacua has a lot of issues off the field that are going to affect not necessarily his on-field play, but being on the field, right? I think that there's issues
Yeah, if you're
that happen in the
suspended,
offseason.
you're not on the field.
Doesn't help. So I don't love. Here's the gist. We're focusing fantasy. I'm not going to get into the psychology. I don't love Puka Nacua at the current ADP of 4. Do you agree with me or no?
I don't like any receivers in the top 5. If you're doing fantasy, nobody's taking fucking receiver that high. Unless Jamar Chase falls to your lap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But who doesn't take a running back with their first pick in fantasy?
Depends on the league.
Usually, yeah.
I'm in a
mean,
quarterback league,
but it's
so a
those
quarterback
guys,
goes.
It's those guys that are picking, like you said, at 11, 10, 11,
Mhm.
12. That's usually when you see a receiver come off the board, a good receiver, you know. But personally, I would go running back because I know how hard it is to get good running backs. And if you don't get a bell cow with one of those first picks, you're dead in the water.
Very fair.
Yeah.
So I don't love Puka. I'll say this much. We talk about guys that have variables that go for and against them. I think the number one receiver in the league, and this goes back to last year, I said this last year, a guy where it doesn't matter what kind of circumstances he's up against, and who I think it's the only guy I would consider taking over Jamar Chase. I think it's Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think he's the best receiver in football.
That's if they can continue to go where they were last year.
I don't think
It's
it
a
matters.
big if.
I don't think it matters where they go compared to last year. I don't think it matters who plays quarterback. I think he's that good. I think he's that good of a receiver, and I think he bucks every trend.
Yeah.
His ADP on here is 5. I think that's too high. I think he's a top 3 or 4 player.
Okay.
I would put him right after Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. Now, here's a good one for you, and I want your thoughts on this. ADP number 6 is Christian McCaffrey. I'm not excited for that. I'm not.
They've kind of retooled over there.
Yeah.
You know, and then they lost Trent Williams. I don't know. I don't know where they're headed. They're kind of in limbo right now. They had a lot of injuries last year. You got all these guys coming back. You don't know. They could run it. They could run the table. We don't know. You know, it's a big if.
They could. I'll say this much.
Seattle could.
I'll say this much. I think they're
I
gonna.
think Seattle going to struggle.
They're both gonna have hard schedules. The West had blessed schedules last year, other than the Rams.
You got to play the 49ers and the fucking Rams, and you're in the same division, dude. That's a coin toss every year. You could not make the playoffs because you're dog shit in your own division.
I'm with you.
Yeah. It happened in Detroit last year. I mean,
think
come on. Dude.
Back to McCaffrey. I think his ADP is way too high. Well, not way too high, but it's high. I'm not taking.
If they're pumping on all cylinders, they had a lot of turmoil there last year
Mhm.
and injuries.
Yeah.
If they're pumping on all cylinders, McCaffrey's going to be a monster.
I think he's going to be a monster.
Yeah.
I think their red zone snaps are changing this year, though. If Kittle is healthy, I think Kittle gets a primary amount of the snaps.
And then they lost that kid again. The
shooting victim.
no, what's his name?
Yeah.
No, what's his name? The one kid that they drafted.
Yeah,
The
Ricky
wide receiver.
Ricky
What's his
Pearsall,
name?
the shooting
Pearsall.
victim.
Pearsall's hurt again.
Yeah.
It's like, really, dude?
But you know who I do like is they have Mike Evans. And I think that's going to completely.
Mike Evans is a monster.
I think that's going to, if he's healthy, of course, I think it's going to completely change how they call the red zone, which is why I don't love this.
Well, I think they're.
What'd you say, Bruce?
I'm getting told to fix the sound, so I said, let me know what's wrong with it so I can fix it.
What's wrong?
Can't hear it on this end. So
What?
the audio is messed up, so we're trying to get that figured out.
Chris, let us know how we sound. Like, what is it? Are we too soft? Are we crispy? Let us know so Bruce can figure out how to troubleshoot it. Christian McCaffrey, don't love his ADP. This is going to play exactly into what you were talking about earlier, though. The guy at number 7 is Jonathan Taylor.
I think Taylor's going to be a monster.
Who would you rather have, Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey?
I would take Taylor over him.
I think I would too,
Just
especially
because I like their they really rely on their run game. The Colts do, I think, more than the 49ers do.
Mm-hmm.
So
It might be just a Chris problem.
Chris, the sound is good on TikTok, and Jello saying that the sound is good here. But back to Back to the list. Number 8 is Amon-Ra St. Brown, old reliable. I think that's the only guy I would take him over that I've named already is Puka Nacua. It gets fun at 9 and 10. Number 9 is CeeDee Lamb, and number 10 is Devon Achane.
He's got a lot of prove this year.
Who?
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, because he ended last year at dog shit, dude. He couldn't catch a ball. He couldn't catch anything thrown at him at the end of last year. So he's got a lot to prove this year.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I love Dallas pass catchers this year.
Yeah.
That's
I love
pretty
them
big
both.
coming from a guy who hates Dak Prescott.
Well, it doesn't matter. Dak Prescott's Tony Romo reincarnated. He puts up all those points during the fucking season.
That means you know where he's heading,
and then
right?
in the playoffs, bloop.
That means he's headed to over .08. That's what's next for
Drunk
Dak
tank?
Prescott.
Yeah. And Achane is very underrated. I think he's totally
I
underrated,
don't think he
dude.
is. I think he just plays in a shitty team.
I think he's underrated, dude.
Bruce,
I
Chris-
think they're going to be a lot better this year than they were last year.
Chris is saying the audio is just a little bit low, so see if you could turn us up just a teeny bit to see if it.
Okay.
I
Same guy who said he couldn't hear anything.
don't love.
Maybe turn your volume up, buddy.
I don't love Achane. I think that offense is going to be completely in flux. From what I understand, they don't know what they're doing at all, especially compared to last year where they really didn't know what they were doing. I believe it's Malik Willis at quarterback. Things are going to be really tricky in Miami this year. He's the one player you do touch. Get his handcuff, whoever it is. I think it's Most. Is it still Mostert?
Listen, I don't think he can do any worse than they did last year. I believe Mostert's still there. I'm not sure. But I do know this. I seen Tua in Atlanta there, and he looked awful. The few snaps
In
I
Atlanta?
seen him playing, he
Yeah,
did
it's not
not
great.
look good.
Just to recap, and I think we're in a consensus on this, the only guys in the top 10 on ESPN that we think are going higher than their ADP suggests are Puka Nacua. I'll give you Christian McCaffrey. We can leave him there, but Puka Nacua, Devon Achane. You know what? No. Nacua, Achane, McCaffrey, be wary of those guys. The rest of those guys belong where their ADP is. I think they're very worthy top 10 candidates. Now, we have a question from Angelo for you in the chat. He says he's picking 1.3, so he's picking first round, third pick in a 12-man league where running backs get swallowed up fast. Would you recommend Christian McCaffrey or Jonathan Taylor at pick 3?
I would take Taylor at 3.
I think I'm with him there, Angelo.
I would take Taylor at 3.
Moving on, the next phase of the top 10, or excuse me,
Our sleeper,
the
David
next
Montgomery for the
the-
Texans.
11 through
Tear it
20.
up.
11 through 20 is going to be Justin Jefferson at 11, James Cook at 12, Saquon at 13, Ashton Genty at 14, Jeremiah Love 15, Drake London 16, Derrick Henry 17, Trey McBride 18, Josh Allen at 19, Rashee Rice at 20. There are a lot of guys in here that I love and a lot of guys I don't love. I'm going to go right off the bat and tell you right now someone I don't love is Justin Jefferson, and let me tell you why. I don't know what quarterback looks like there. I want to see it first, and I don't think we could see it. Am I
Well-
crazy there?
Well, it's Kyler Murray.
It's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's the quarterback there.
Do you think Kyler Murray is capable of giving Justin Jefferson the Justin Jefferson treatment?
Kyler Murray has never had a receiver probably as talented as Jefferson.
I'll give that to you.
I mean,
D-Hop?
I don't think he's had. Yeah,
I
come
think
on,
I
dude.
would
D-Hop
take.
You can't even
like
put them
that?
guys on the same.
I would
page,
take
dude.
current.
D-Hop in his
Yeah.
prime.
I would take current
He never
Justin
had him in his
Jefferson.
prime.
He did. No, he did. He had him for like the first year in his prime. Yeah, he did.
Who?
Kyler did. That's why Kyler was
I
good.
didn't think-
Kyler was a
I-
top 5 fantasy quarterback. A couple
Listen,
years
I
ago.
don't think he. Let's be honest. Hopkins was nowhere near as talented as Jefferson is. No fucking way, dude. Good receiver, great possession guy, but he wasn't no threat like Jefferson is.
I agree with you.
Jefferson's a threat to score every time he touches.
This is Justin Jefferson very much in his prime.
Well, here's the thing, dude. What's going to happen to him if the shit that was happening to Kyler in Arizona starts happening in Minnesota? I don't think so. I think Minnesota's a better coach team than Arizona was. And hopefully he can come back to form because he was dog shit last
J.J.
year.
McCarthy will be starting by week 2.
J.J. McCarthy's not going to start.
week 2.
Listen to me. He
I
couldn't even
disagree.
beat this guy out. I disagree.
I disagree, which is crazy because everything I read by all
high on JJ either.
JJ McCarthy won most of the camp days. It sounds like there's just bigger picture issues with him and Kevin O'Connell. That's not gonna. Something bad's gonna happen.
I don't think
Kyler.
they're on the same page.
No, I think that's the problem.
And that's terrible.
JJ McCarthy already.
Yeah.
It's sad. He already needs a new change of scenery.
That's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good
it's
for
not.
him.
It's not. The scenario where JJ McCarthy gets in, and I don't want to talk about JJ McCarthy because I want to focus on this fantasy list.
Okay.
The scenario where JJ McCarthy gets in is if Kyler's just really bad. I don't know if Kyler's going to be just
hurt.
really bad or he gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's too many question marks at quarterback for me to value Justin Jefferson this high, especially say to guys after him at wide receiver. Who do you like better? Well, no, I think Justin Jefferson's actually better than everyone behind him. But okay, next in line is James Cook, ADP 12. And to paint the bigger picture, let me tell you guys.
He'll be gone before that.
James Cook?
Yeah.
I think there's a chance, yeah.
Yeah, he's top 5.
I think there's a chance.
He's top 5, dude.
Can I tell you a
Fucking
guy?
led the league in rushing last year. He's top 5,
Can
dog.
I tell you a guy I absolutely love this year who's
Yeah.
got he's ADP 13? The next two, 13 and 14. Saquon at 13 and Ashton Genty at 14.
Yeah, I think Saquon's going to have a big comeback year this year.
I don't know if he's going to finish number 1. I very easily can see him top 5 if he's healthy. I think it's very beneficial with A.J. Brown gone, and their offensive line it's not going to be back and return to form, but it's going to be healthier than it was last year.
Yeah.
It's going to be healthier than it was last year, and I think that's going to go a long way for Saquon. I love Saquon. I also love Ashton Genty. I think Ashton Genty is very
I got to see
undervalued.
how that's going to look, too. I seen a little bit of Cousins, a little bit of Mendoza. I don't think Mendoza looked bad. I like how the ball jumps out of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
I like that part of it. I think he's got a lot to learn.
He had a pretty good first preseason game.
He's got a lot to learn, but I think sitting behind Cousins and learning how to play the position, I really think that he's got a chance to really make something of himself, have a good career there.
Speaking of
I really
Cousins,
do.
did you hear about him and Max Crosby getting into it?
Yes, I did.
I need that video. It's absolutely comical.
I just
and then made up the next day.
Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, dude.
That's my boy, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins,
He's the best to ever do it.
Anybody I've ever seen, I think he would make such a good head coach. I really do.
He'd be a good TV guy too.
And if he wants to be a head, absolutely.
He'd be an excellent TV guy.
You know what?
But he thinks like a coach. His dad was a coach.
Yeah, his dad was a coach.
Fucking-
Holland Christian.
You know what he is?
Huh?
I'll tell you what he is.
What?
Dog.
What is that?
It
Don't ever
was
do that
a
again.
barking dog.
Don't ever
Kirko,
fucking
baby.
do that again.
Kirko Chains.
Don't ever do that again.
Here's an interesting guy that I want to talk about with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but everything I'm reading about this guy says avoid him like the plague. It's Jeremiah Love. He's already unhealthy.
You know what? He came in unhealthy. He was banged up.
Came in unhealthy.
I think he's going to be a really good football player. I do. He has that second gear that a lot of guys don't have.
I think he's going to be.
Yeah.
But I think his year
There's
one,
just so many question marks there right now, dude.
bad offensive line, no quarterback. I think his year one is
New
going to be
coach.
new coach.
Yeah.
His year one is going to be the equivalent to what Ashton Genty was to start the year last year.
Yeah.
We
Well, I mean, if he does that, that's pretty damn good.
the beginning of the year wasn't great for Genty. It
But he
panned out
finished
after.
strong. He finished
But
strong.
it was overpromise and underdeliver, and I think I'm a little skeptical of Love. All the fantasy insiders are skeptical.
Well, looking at this way, in Arizona, their receiving core in Arizona is better than the receiving core at the fucking Raiders, for sure. I mean, I thought so.
Yeah, but I think the Raiders'
They're-
offensive line and quarterback play is better.
outside of Brock Bowers, they really don't. They get what? Trey Tucker? I mean, come on, dude.
For comparison's sake, there's 3 running backs that are going after Love's ADP
Okay.
that I like better. And let me give you those 3. Derrick Henry, who I think is going to have a great year. He's old, reliable, and he's healthy. Derrick Henry, who I would take over Jeremiah Love. You seem like you disagree. You're welcome. Push back.
No, go ahead. No.
The next one is Kenneth Walker, who I think is in an outstanding situation if he stays
I got
healthy.
a feeling that
I love Kenneth Walker.
could finish top 5, dude.
With you.
Oh yeah,
I'm with you.
top
I
5.
absolutely love Kenneth Walker.
I think that's a huge loss for Seattle.
Big.
I don't think Seattle realizes how much they lost when they lost Kenneth Walker.
And then
And not to say nothing about Charbonnet or the kid they backup for what's his name at Notre Dame.
Mhm.
It's not the same, dude. Kenneth Walker is a man amongst boys.
I said I'd give 3. I actually have 4, so 2 more. One is Chase Brown, who's ADP 23. Kenneth Walker was 21, by the way, so we're out of the top 20 at this point. Chase Brown was ADP 23, and then Omarion Hampton is ADP 26. I love both of them.
I love Hampton.
I love both of them.
Yeah.
That being said,
Hampton, if he comes in, stays healthy, will be a monster.
the BS is already happening for the Chargers. They signed Tyler Biadasz or whatever, the center, who is already injured. He had some sort of injury that knocked him out, and I think he was carted off. So the Chargers, very bad injury woes, are off. That being said, Rashawn Slater is back. Joe Alt is back. That to me is the best tackle tandem in the league.
That was the problem with them last year. It was that their 2 starters were out.
Shout out to our social media team, Danny and Brendan. Brendan is in our TikTok chat and said that you should never take a rookie in the first 2 rounds. I agree with you. Unless rookie, he said you should never take a rookie in the first 2 rounds.
I took all rookies last year.
Uncle Sam's in some dynasty leagues that have him disagreeing with you. That being said, the rookie's got to be really, really good all world.
Listen,
if you're going to take him in the first.
If it isn't a Bijan Robinson, no, you don't do that.
With you.
Robinson has been special since he stepped on the field. Barkley, special since he stepped on the field. Gibb has a chance to absolutely explode this year. He has a chance. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Being the guy.
Continuing to round out the top 20, there's 3 more players. 2 of them are at a completely different position. So 16 is Drake London. Drake London is also one of those guys that is he can buck whoever's at quarterback, right? So in the event, and I'm with you, I still love our boy down there in Atlanta, and I think he's got a lot of potential, Michael Penix. This is going to be our first full year of Michael Penix, I believe, right? Or did he win the job in camp?
We're doing this again.
Drake London should be right. Like the receivers. Well, there's one guy that's behind him who I love. It's AJ Brown at 24, but I'm splitting hairs there.
Well, I mean, listen, Brown is productive. The whole thing is.
Tell me about London.
Is he going to be a cancer?
Tell me about London. Do you like London's ADP?
I love
of
London.
15
I think
or
London's
16?
a monster.
I told you Derrick Henry 17. Trey McBride is the first non-running back or receiver off the board at 18. Again, a guy that bucks everything. And love Trey McBride. He would be my tight end 1. Doesn't matter what's going on. Jacoby Brissett, whatever. Jacoby Brisket, whoever. I don't care. Trey McBride is 18. ADP number 19, I don't love. It's Josh Allen. He's the first quarterback off the board.
Why so high? I don't get that.
That's high. And number 2, I don't think that he's going to finish as QB1 this year. It's really hard to repeat the performance that you have 2 years in a row.
You know what depends? It depends on how rusty Mahomes will be coming back, which I've heard some shit about that too.
No, I think Mahomes has looked good for everything I've seen.
It depends on how he comes back. Stafford is going to be right there. Stafford's going to be there. You know he's going to be there.
Yeah, I think Stafford's going to
You talk about for QB1?
Yeah.
QB1.
With you, he's in the conversation. I think for Stafford to finish as QB1, though, that means their run game took a shit, which means everything the Rams do is bad, which means that the Rams aren't going to be the Rams.
I don't think so. I think he's going to be very efficient, just like he was last year. A lot of touchdowns, few interceptions, and on the way to a Super Bowl. Yes.
With one of the best defenses in the league.
In the same sentence.
You're not. You're trying to come off like you're crazy right now. You're not. The Rams have to be the better.
I'm going to tell you it's going to be right now, and I know Sam's going to hate this.
Rams Broncos.
No, try again. Rams Chiefs.
You think they're going to repeat that?
I think with the addition of Kenneth Walker, will set Kansas City over the top.
And a newly married Travis Kelce.
Yes.
We've seen women do men crazy things.
Blood or some shit like that. Who knows?
I'm with you. So just recapping the top 10 or the next 20. The next 10. So picks 11 through 20 on their ADP. I think Justin Jefferson belongs in that range. James Cook probably belongs in that range. Love Saquon. Think he could finish top 10. Love Ashton Genty. I don't love Jeremiah Love's current ADP. Like Drake London.
No,
Love,
I thought that was high for Love.
yeah.
It's high for.
I like Drake London. I love Derrick Henry where he is. I love Trey McBride where he is. But I think we're in consensus
I mean,
on Josh Allen,
you know what
right?
scares me is Henry. What has he got left?
I think he'll
What
be
has he
fine.
got left, dude?
I think
Because
he'll be fine.
there comes that time when you hit that wall. Jerome Bettis went through that. I mean, these guys went through that to where Emmitt Smith. It was disheartening watching him at the end of his career struggle to get 100 yards rushing. You know what I mean?
It's not going to
hit
come in
that
yards.
wall.
It's not going to come in yards. It's going to come in touchdowns. And I
Right.
think they're going to be reliant on the run in the red zone because in order to do what they want to do, they need to run. It's like the Rams. You got to be able to
Right.
effectively run the ball, and I think that's why he'll have a good year if he stays healthy. Of
Karen
course.
Williams, dude. Him and Blake Corum.
The reason, so I love the concept
Yeah.
of Kieran Williams and Blake Corum. I don't love them for fantasy purposes because we don't know who's going to be the number one on different days. I think they're both
That's
going to be
true.
number one running
That's
backs.
true.
But if
I
you
know
end up
they
with one of
kind
those
of
guys,
were
they're good.
going toward Quorum a little bit more toward the end of
It's
last
going
year.
to be different on different
Yeah.
games. It's going to be
Yeah.
completely different on different games. The last guy at number 20 is
It was-
Rashee Rice.
It's just like it used to be with New England. You didn't know which running back was going to be good. It's that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 20 is Rashee Rice. I don't love it. I don't love it.
He's got too much issues, dude. I just don't rely. I don't trust him. He's a guy that I do not trust.
Now here's a guy.
I don't trust him. Mike Evans, you could trust.
Their wide receiver depth chart is Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Tyquan Thornton.
Okay.
I love him from that perspective. I just think that the Chiefs are going to run the hell out of the
They have
ball
to.
this year.
They have to.
They're going to take pressure off of Mahomes. I think there's going to be a lot more short yardage. And the off
The
the
wide
field stuff.
receiver position for Kansas City is all that slants and bullshit.
Mhm.
The tight ends are the downfield threat. But if they can hit one of those slants with Rice or Thornton, who is the 4x100 champion there at
Xavier Worthy was
when he
very
was
fast.
drafted. Him too.
Yeah.
Same thing. Those guys are super fast and they run them crossing routes, dude. And that's when they make their big plays.
So that's your top 20. 21, we talked about Kenneth Walker. 22, you're going to love this guy. I think his ADP is right where it should be. It's Brock Bowers. If
Bowers is a
anything,
beast.
he could crack the top 20. I would take him over guys in front of him like Rashee Rice, Josh Allen, and Jeremiah Love.
Brock Bowers, outside him, McBride are probably the two best tight ends in the league. When what's his name's healthy in San Francisco, he's
Yeah,
right there.
I was going to say I would put Kittle.
Kittle's
I'd put
right
Kittle
there.
in that conversation and looking for a big bounce back year from Sam Laporta because I think
Yeah,
that
if
the
he
Lions
could
are
stay
gonna
healthy,
line
if
tight
that
end.
back holds up,
Yeah.
maybe he could do something. You
Yeah.
know,
We talked about Chase Brown at 23. I think that's fair for where he is. The one guy that's behind him who I would take over him is Omarion Hampton at 25.
yeah.
A.J. Brown at 24. Do you have anything more to add on A.J. Brown?
AJ Brown, if he can just keep it clean, dude, and he's on a good team, a very good team, and hopefully he doesn't start his fucking antics there too early. You know, give it a chance. Give this kid a chance to gel. Don't get pissed off when you don't get the ball and all that bullshit.
I'm with you. I think A.J.
I
Brown's
think
going to have
he'll
a
be
good
fine.
year. I think it's going to come down to what kind of steps Drake May takes in year 3. If it's anything like the steps he took in year 2, I think A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I think if he can come into year 3 with a open mind and really hone his craft, he could be a very good player. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, I truly thought that with the Eagles, I think Hurts took a step back last year. I didn't think he was that good.
He did.
He was bad.
Offensive line related.
He was fucking bad.
Super Bowl hangover. But
Well, he was bad too, making bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the same guy that won the Super Bowl MVP. You know, I mean, come on, dude. He was garbage last year. Yes. You know,
Moving forward, number 25 is Nico Collins. I can tell you the receivers going after him. George Pickens, Chris Olave, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Smith. Those are the guys that go in the next 10. I would take 3 out of 4 of those guys over. I'm a Michigan fan. I love Nico Collins. There's just guys from a fantasy perspective that I think you're going to get more. Maybe not that boomer bust potential because Nico Collins is good for like those 50-yard bombs for a touchdown.
I think Devontae Smith is going to separate himself.
Poised for a great
from
year.
last year. Yeah.
Poised for a great
He's
year.
the guy now. So
There's another guy that I just named that I love more than I like Nico Collins. It's Chris Olave.
Yeah.
I think Chris Olave's got a favorable schedule and was a target monster last year and is going to be a target monster again this year.
Neighbors will be good. Neighbors is going to be very
Has
good.
a chance to be good.
Yeah,
I need to see it.
It's going to be good.
I don't think Garrett Wilson's going to be good. I don't.
Why?
I think Geno Smith is dog shit, and in 3 out of 4 years with Garrett Wilson, he's underperformed and has been worse than his ADP every one of those years.
Garrett Wilson's quarterbacks?
No.
No.
Yeah. No. And I get what your point is. He hasn't had anyone throwing to him. I don't think Geno Smith is much better.
Outside of a hurt fucking Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he hasn't had anybody good throw to him yet.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fair.
I think if Smith comes in and he's focused, I'm talking about the Smith that showed up at Seattle and was he was good for 2 years. If he can do that right now, they got something cooking there. Because they got a strong running game, a good offensive line, good young receivers there. They got the best tight end in the draft, the best defensive end in the draft. They could really make some noise, I think, unexpectedly.
I just think it's kind of gonna take some time there, but we'll see how it goes. 26, we talked about Amarian Hampton. I'm very high on him. I think he could be a top 20 player. I think he could be a league winner this year if their offensive line holds up. George Pickens at 27. Love Dallas pass catchers. Love Lamb.
What about Harvey?
Love Pickens. I'm not there yet. That's one of those situations like the Rams.
J.K. Dobbins still there, or is he gone?
Dobbins is there, but it's going to be a Harvey-heavy offense.
Yeah.
But Dobbins is still there.
Yeah. There's one of those young guys that come out, him and Hampton, Harvey and Hampton, that come out that could really make some noise this year.
Yeah, I'm with you. After where was I? Hampton and Pickens. It's Breece Hall. I don't love.
Breece Hall.
You do. I don't.
love Breece Hall.
I don't love anything Jets related.
I think anybody that's done what he's done in the turmoil that he's done it in, you got to give him credit.
Would you take any of these guys going after him over Breece Hall? Would you take Josh Jacobs, Javonte Williams?
Williams had a great year.
Kieran Williams, Cam Scatterbo, or
the Scatterbo thing you can forget about. I think that ship has sailed because he's one hit away from being gone again for at least another year.
From Valhalla?
Yeah, from Valhalla. Wherever the fuck he wants to go. He's just I think he was a one-hit wonder. I don't think he'll do much this year. I think he's been exposed.
Wow.
What? He's been exposed, dude, for what he is, dude. Yeah, he runs hard. It's all great, but he can't stay healthy. So what good does that do you? You know?
After that, anyways, is there any of those guys that you would take? Would you take Javonte Williams over Breece Hall?
No.
Josh Jacobs over Breece Hall?
Well, come on. I mean, Green Bay is a better team than the Jets.
Kieran Williams over Breece Hall?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because I know Williams is going to split carries with Corum. Like you said, you don't know who's going to get it 1 week to the next.
I would still take whatever the Rams running back.
I like Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall he makes the Jets. He's that engine that makes that team go.
That's not saying
if he does well. No, if he does well, everybody else does.
What do you mean
well.
he runs them into the ground? Because that's where they go.
Because that's what they're doing to him. They're running him into the ground. Well, you got Braylon Edwards there too. He's good. Or no, Braylon, whatever his name is.
We talked about Josh Jacobs. He's at 29. I don't love him this year either. I think he's injured. I think there's a lot of off the field stuff that's bad.
Yeah, there's been some shit going on with him.
I just don't love anything. Yeah. There's two Packers players that I love. It's going to take a second on Tucker Kraft. The one I love is Christian Watson. I don't love anything about the Packers offense. I think that they are poised for a disastrous year. Unless Jordan Love is as good as everyone
they've
pretends
lost
he is.
A couple of guys too. I mean, who's that one kid that left Green Bay? Where did he go? What was it? Wick?
Wick Dontavius Wicks.
Yeah, where did he go?
I don't even.
He signed with somebody, dude. Bruce?
It might be New Orleans. I don't know.
No.
I'd have to
Look
check.
at it
No,
up.
he went somewhere.
Hold on.
Wick.
Tavian
He's got it.
Wicks ended up
Faster than-
in Philly.
Faster hands.
Hello.
Philly.
How you like that?
And then Philly drafted that other
As a
the-
second option, then
no,
yeah.
he's the third option.
I heard he
the
wasn't
rookie.
ready.
The rookie.
The rookie wasn't ready, so Wicks has stepped into that 2 spot. So I like that.
Rounding out the top 30 are after Brees Hall, Josh Jacobs at 29, Chris Olave I mentioned at 30. I think Chris
Right.
Olave is going to go higher than, just going down the list here, I think Chris Olave is going to go higher than 30. I think he's, or finish higher than 30. 31, Malik Neighbors, who I agree with you. I think if he's healthy, I think he's, and Jackson Dart. For rookie to sophomore quarterbacks, the biggest phase of development, like the biggest leap you can take, is between year 1 and year 2. And if Jackson Dart programs nicely into that offense, which I think he could, I think that they are poised to have a big year.
John Harbaugh is going to make this kid look a lot better than he did last.
Yeah, John Harbaugh's no
Yeah,
idiot.
he's gonna hone him in a little bit and have him play within the system, so he ain't ad libbing because that's where he gets hurt.
They have
trying to
some
add
depth
the-
at a lot of positions
Yeah.
now, and they've made improvements to their offensive line, and you're getting Jackson Dart in year 2. The
Yeah.
Giants are a dark horse playoff
They
team to
have
me.
a nice little house in their running game too behind Scadabo, because he's, like I said, his days are numbered.
So
And what?
So,
Left
so
back.
I'm with Uncle Sam. I
Yeah.
think that ADP 31 on ESPN for Malik Neighbors. I think that's a guy that you can look to finish higher than their ADP. 32 is Garrett Wilson. I think he's going to finish much lower than that, much worse than that. You disagree, though. You like Garrett Wilson, right?
I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think he'll finish better. I just, it all depends on where Geno
If
Smith
it's Gang
is.
Green, you know he's
If
gonna
it's
like
Geno
him.
Smith that was
Fuck's
in
sake.
Seattle,
Excuse my French.
like in the beginning when he went to Seattle, is good. If it's the Geno Smith who left Seattle, is bad. That Geno Smith that was with the Raiders last year, dog shit. If he comes out like that, he's gonna struggle.
Yeah, so I'm a lot lower. I don't think.
I hate to see Aaron Glenn lose his job because they don't have a.
I don't think he will. I don't think
really
he will.
do.
If
No.
they show marginal improvement this year,
Oh,
because
yeah.
his team never, Aaron Glenn's team, like people were laughing at him. It reminded me of Campbell year 1. They never quit
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
They never quit on him.
You know, they let their defensive tackle go to Dallas. They got a few guys to replace him, but they drafted the best edge rusher in the draft.
thought they had
I got a feeling they're going to be very good.
I thought they had one of the best drafts.
Yeah.
I don't agree on either Brees Hall or Garrett Wilson. Though. I don't love either the ADPs. Those are guys that you hope they fall in your draft and you take a flyer on them, and then you hope that they
Sadiq
outperform.
kid, the tight end.
They do.
Drafted.
Kenyon Sadiq.
That kid's supposed to be special. We'll see.
Javante
Two
Williams.
teams they gotta play.
Yeah.
So I gotta-
Javante Williams at 33. I think that's right about where he should be. I can see him finishing higher.
He started off the year gangbusters,
Mhm.
and he quieted up them last 4 weeks.
It was once Dak and CD got
Yeah.
injured, it didn't help him.
Yeah.
But I could see Javante Williams finishing higher than 33. Lamar Jackson at 34. Very fair to have him as the second best quarterback off the board. I would avoid taking a quarterback in the top.
I would avoid
avoid
taking
it.
Lamar Jackson, period, because when
He's a
when you
league
look at-
winner, though.
out of his outside of his rushing touchdowns, he can't throw the ball, and if it gets near the end of the year when the playoffs count, he gonna struggle, and that's where you get buried. This is where you get buried. You're taking guys like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Oh, they're gonna give me fucking 30 points a week, and then you got that 1 week at the end of the year when it comes down to the playoffs, and he puts up a 4.
So to me, Lamar Jackson's right where he should be in the mid 30s. I'm just trying to avoid taking a quarterback there because there's
I'd
still.
rather have that kid in New Orleans
I
than
don't know,
those
dude.
guys.
Those two
Tyler
guys,
Shaw?
we
There you
always
go.
say this, but those two guys, specifically those two guys, usually go earlier because someone gets worried.
Lamar and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
they
with
go
you.
way
Yeah.
They're one and
Yeah.
two. They're 1 and 2. I think Mahomes, if he's healthy, could have a massive year as well. I could see him in the top 5. But yeah, I'll give you that for 1 and 2. They're right
Jared
where they
Goff.
should be.
Everybody writing Jared Goff
Top
off,
10
man.
quarterback.
Goff is a monster, dude.
Top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
After Lamar Jackson, you and I are both
Christ.
we're in agreement. This guy's gonna go higher. This guy's gonna finish higher than his ADP.
It's
Devontae
so
Smith.
hot in here.
Devontae Smith
My
at
balls are
35.
sticking to this seat for
It is
Christ's
so
sake.
hot in
Hello.
here.
It sounds like I'm peeling a sticker off every time I move my arms around. The way it pulls off the chair. Chris Olave, or excuse me, Devontae Smith at 35. I think he's gonna go high. I think he's gonna finish higher than that. I think you agree with me, right?
He should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 36 is one of those prove it guys who I still haven't seen it. People think in the new offense he's poised to have a monster year. I wouldn't touch this guy. It's Zay Flowers. I think he's going to finish worse than his 36 ADP. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not listen to me. He's not a number one, period. That's all I'm going to say. Not a number one.
37 is Tet McMillan. I think that's
I like him
that's a
better
decent
than
spot.
Flowers.
Top 40 is a
Absolutely.
decent spot for Tet McMillan. People are saying that Jalen Coker is coming on in camp, though, so something to keep an eye on.
That'll help him. It'll help him.
It'll help him, but it'll also take from his target share.
I don't think that much.
But
hey,
Tet's
listen,
good.
if you got a threat on the other side, it'll help this kid get wide open.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help it. This kid got coverage rolled to him every game last year.
Yep.
It was crazy. And he was still putting up stupid numbers.
After Tet McMillan at 38 is Kieran Williams. There's a handful of guys behind Kieran Williams that I would take over him. The Rams are going to run the hell out of the ball, and they're going to be very good at it. The problem is I just don't know which running back is going to be the one that lights it up. I agree that Kieran Williams should go over Blake Corum, but I don't know who's better between the two.
Well, I think, for now it's Williams. I mean, he's the one they paid to be there to do it. He's the guy.
39 is Cam Scatabo. I disagree with you on Scatabo. I think when he is healthy, he's going to be a monster. The problem is, here's why I disagree with his ADP, which is on here it's 39. I think he's more of like the 30 or the 40 to 60 range.
Yeah,
I think he's more that range.
Yeah.
Because their running back is very much by committee, and Tyrone
Right.
Tracy, I've heard, has had a big camp, and John Harbaugh loves him, and John Harbaugh
Listen, I
always
think
loves to work in
Tracy's
running backs.
the best running back on their squad.
True running
I
back.
get it
yeah.
because Scatabo is that tough guy. I get it. They were smart. They'd play him as like an H-back
Mhm.
and just hit him with screens and shit like that and let him do his little crazy runs and smash everybody's heads. You know,
Player number 40 is a guy I absolutely love, and I think he's going to 100% outperform ADP 40. Emeka Ibuka.
it all depends on where Baker's at. Right?
I think Baker's fine.
You think
I
so?
think Baker's fine. Mike
I don't
Evans.
know.
Mike Evans is gone, and Ibuka before he got injured last year was a monster. I think
Yeah.
he's going to be incredible. Another guy right
You know
after
what?
him.
There's going to be a different guy on that team to step up and absolutely separate himself. And I don't know which one it is.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I love Ibuka though. I think he's got top
Who's that
10
other
potential.
Kid you got the McMillan kid.
Yeah,
and
Jalen
him,
McMillan.
And they had somebody else, dude. One of those two are going to step up and absolutely light it up.
After Emeka Ibuka is another first-round pick from last year, Colston Loveland, who to ADP 41, I think Loveland can be that year 2 league winner. He was a league winner if you had him last year. He got you through the playoffs. I think Colston Loveland has a shot to be very, very good.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to
It all
outperform.
depends on their quarterback play there. We'll see what happens now that they're playing a first place schedule.
He'll outperform 41. After him is 42, Tyler Warren. I don't think he will outperform 42. There are a lot of tight ends I like more than Tyler Warren. I don't know what's going on with Daniel Jones. I don't know if he's going to repeat what he did last year, but they have a lot invested in him, and one would think Tyler Warren
He
is their
looked
best
pretty
pass
good in camp
catcher.
there. Looked pretty
Jones,
good in camp.
is he looking as good as he was last year, though? That's the kicker.
I don't know. We're going to have to see when it's live ball.
43, I do not love this ADP at all. It's Drake May. I think there are a lot of quarterback. I don't think he's going to – I think he's great. I don't think he's going to continue what he did last year. That's my problem.
I got a feeling he could be better than last year.
He's either going to be
And he
way
was
better.
good last year.
He's either going to be way
Yeah.
better or way
Or-
worse. He
yeah.
was an MVP candidate last
Yeah.
year, but it turned out they were somewhat of schedule merchants, but that's a story for another
They
time.
didn't have a receiver like Brown either.
That's true.
They didn't have.
That's true.
I mean, they relied on Diggs.
I'm with you, but I still don't love his ADP.
Yeah.
Number 44 is Devontae Adams. I think he could be a steal if you get him outside the top 50.
Yeah.
My 2 cents. I think that's going to be the number over Puka Nacua.
You know how Adams is, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to have those games where Stafford just targets the shit out of him.
He's not as big of a downfield threat as Puka is. He's still one of the best downfield threats in the league, and he is a better red zone target
Think
than
about
Puka
it.
Nacua
He was
is.
a 1 for so long. He's
Yeah.
a better 2 than most people's
No,
ones.
he's a
Yeah.
killer. He's a killer. I'm excited for Devontae Adams. Number 45, who I think has a chance. He's right where he should be, but has a chance to outperform his ADP. It's Travis Etienne. Alvin Kamara he might be out for a month. And ETN's coming off a big year, and he's going to
Right.
be in a very run-happy Kellen Moore offense that I think he could do well. He
Right.
could do really well in New Orleans. So I think ETN, I'm going to leave him right where he is, but could be better. A guy that I think is going way too high on this list is number 46. It's Jaden Daniels. There's probably 4 quarterbacks I'm taking over Jaden Daniels, whose names that we haven't said. What do you think?
Yeah. You just don't know what you're getting since that injury.
I think Jaden Daniels is potentially trending towards the CJ Stroud trek, where they have monster rookie years and then only go down from there. We
Yeah.
will see. I hope I'm
I have
wrong.
Stroud too.
I hope I'm wrong because Jaden Daniels he's one of my favorite players to watch.
Right.
I think he's trending in the wrong direction. I think that franchise is trending in the wrong direction. There's not a lot I like about the Commanders right now, and I think that Dan Quinn's going to be on the hot seat after their AFC or NFC Championship game appearance 2 years ago, because I think they're going to finish in last in the division again.
Okay.
After Jaden Daniels, another quarterback at 47, Jalen Hurts. I think he's poised for a bounce back year, and I think you agree with me, correct?
I don't know. He's got to get it together because he was bad going down the stretch last year. He was awful. We'll see. We'll see. The talent's there. The talent is there.
We're going to finish the top 50. We have 3 or 4 more. Then I want to do rapid fire on the next 30 or so guys. I'll give you their ADP. You say higher, lower, or just right when we do it. But finishing out the top 50, another guy that I love, I think is probably going to finish a lot higher than the ADP. Number 48 is Ladd McConkey. I think he's going to have a monster year. What do you think?
I think higher.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's better than a lot of these receivers.
Quentin
right in
Johnson
front of him.
too. I got a feeling he's going to go a little higher.
I would take Ladd McConkey over Tet McMillan, who's in front of him, Zay Flowers, who's in front of him, factoring in running backs, Cam Scatterbo, Kieran Williams, Tyler Warren, if you want to factor in tight ends. I think he could figure higher than Devontae Adams. I definitely think he's going to go higher than Garrett Wilson. The first guys that I think that could push him are Pickens and Neighbors and Olave. So I think there's a way, if you can get Ladd McConkey at his current ADP of 48, that's a steal, because I think he's going to be a top 5 player. After him is Quinshawn Judkins and then Bucky Irvin. So the running back depth is starting to thin out after that, and I don't love it. What do you think of those 2 guys I just named?
Junkins, and if Junkins can return to form off that injury, yeah, he's somebody that could go higher, because he looked really good until he got hurt.
The Browns' offense scares me.
Well, I mean, the Browns, period, scare everybody. I mean, because you don't know what Watson's going to be. You don't know if Shedeur Sanders is going to go to the Canadian League. You don't know what's going on there. But they have a nice core of young players there, and I really think that with the right coaching, they could really make some noise in that division.
A lot of question marks in the short.
Yeah, you
And
don't.
Bucky
You ain't
Irving?
gonna know till you see it.
What about Bucky Irving?
Bucky Irvin is solid, dude. He's solid. He's had some great games, and then he just disappears.
Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go picks 50. We'll stop at 80 because what's
You're killing me right now because it's 80 in here. Jesus Christ, dude.
Give me 1 second. 40, 60, 72. Let's stop at 84. We're gonna stop at pick 84 because that gets us through, I think, 6 or 7 rounds.
Okay.
We're just gonna go rapid fire here. I'm gonna name a guy in their ADP, and you're gonna tell me if it's too high, too low, or just right. 51 is T. Higgins.
Just right.
52 is Joe Burrow. I'm taking
right.
I'm taking him over Drake May.
I would take him. Yeah, higher.
80 ADP is fine. I think I'm taking him higher over certain guys on this list. Here's a name that I love this year at 53. Jalen Waddle. Too high, too low, just right.
I think just right.
I think there's guys.
I think you're going to get a lot of production from that spot with him.
There's guys that I'm taking him over there, but you call it. 54.
I would take him over T. Higgins.
I would take him over T. Higgins too.
Yeah,
I would take him over T. Higgins, Tet McMillan, Garrett Wilson. 54 is Terry McLaurin. Too high, too low, just right.
I love McLaurin, dude.
He's the only thing I like about the Commanders.
McLaurin. I would take him over some of them guys you've already said.
I'll say
Absolutely.
just right. I'll say just right.
I'm going to say no.
Too high or too
No,
low?
too low.
Too low. Okay.
Yeah.
55 is Sam Laporta.
That's right about where I would say he's at. I mean, it all depends. We don't know what we're getting with him yet.
Mhm.
So many question marks on some of these guys. You don't know where they're at.
56 is Kyle Pitts. Too high, too low, just right.
Don't ever ask me about Kyle.
I think I agree
I
with you.
fucking hate Kyle.
I agree with you. I think he's going to
Death
have
by
a good
Kyle
year
Pitts.
if he picks up.
I've done 3 years of death by Kyle Pitts.
If he
I would
picks
never
up,
do it again.
if he picks up where he left off last year, I think this
Last
is
year was the
potentially
best
just
year
right.
he had as a pro.
Yeah. Right now, I think this is too high.
Yeah.
Here's a guy I absolutely love at 57 who is having a great camp and his rapport is great with his quarterback. I think this is too low at 57, DJ Moore. I think DJ
Yeah,
Moore could be a top 15 wide receiver. You're with me.
Should be a top 15.
58 is Jamison Williams. Too high, too low, just right.
It's hard to say. It all depends. I mean, if Laporta's going to have that big comeback,
Mhm.
I would say just right.
You hit the nail on the head. Drew Petzing's offense, I think, calls for a lot of tight ends.
Right.
I think if that's the case, this is just right.
Yeah.
I think his ceiling, though, is just right. It's him in the top 60. I think he's a top 60 player. I'm looking for good stuff out of him this year. He's had a great camp. I think he's going to be more of a red zone threat than he ever was before. I just think that the reliance on the red zone.
I don't think they did enough of that with him the whole time he's been.
No, but I think their reliance on the red zone is going to be all over the board. St. Brown's the best red zone receiver in the league, and you have one of the best red zone tight ends in the league in Sam Laporta. And on top of that, this guy loves his tight ends, Petsy.
Yeah.
So just right.
Likes to use them backs too. Throwing to them backs.
Here's another guy that I think can finish in the top 10, and I think his ADP is not right. It's DeAndre Swift. Too high, too low, or just right at 59.
I think it's a little high for him.
Okay,
Because
fair.
I just think that McGowan kid, he's just a monster running inside. So I think those guys will be splitting more touches than they have in the past.
60, Roma Dunze. Too high, too low, just right.
It all depends on if he gets the ball.
Too high, too low, or just right.
I would say just right.
I'd say just right now,
Yeah.
too. 61, this one's interesting. I think he's too high. Rookie wide receiver Carnell Tate, who I think is going to be awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I think this is too high for him.
Okay.
Just because of quarterback play.
We just don't know.
I got to see what's
It's
going
a big
on in that
question mark.
offense.
I mean, I've seen a little bit of him in practice and stuff like that. I haven't seen the Titans in any games. So
Brian Dable loves to get wide receivers open
Yeah.
downfield. It's going to come down to Cam Ward.
right. Can he get the ball there?
His fate is tied to Cam Ward. 62, I guess this one, it's hard to gauge this one without knowing which running backs are behind him. I think there are some that I like that are behind him, but 62 is David Montgomery. Too high, too low, just right.
I think it's too low.
I think it's just
too
right.
low. I think Montgomery is going to be an absolute beast this year. He's got something to prove, especially after he left Detroit the way he did.
He's never proven that he could be the 100% majority bell cow, though. That's the problem.
I beg to differ on that. I think he proved that here, but Gibbs was the shiny new toy that they brought in. And
For him to thrive,
I think he kind of knew his days were numbered here.
For him to thrive, I think he needs a handcuff that's good. He needs someone backing him up that could help shoulder the load, but I'm going to say just right now. 63, Jackson Dart. Too high, too low, just right.
I would say just right.
I think it's too high. There's 3
you?
quarterbacks we haven't named I would take over him. I'd
Okay.
take Jared Goff over him. I'd take
Oh,
Dak
absolutely.
Prescott over
Yeah.
him.
You're
I'd
right.
probably take Jordan Love over him.
That's very high.
64, Harold Fannin. Too high, too low, just right.
Too high.
I think it's too high as well. 65, Luther Burden, who everyone is high on. Too high, too low, just right.
Too high.
I'm with you. There's receivers I would take over him. 66, Travion Henderson.
I would take a Dunze over him.
I would take it. Well, Dunze is higher than him, so.
Yeah.
66, too high, too low, or just right on Travion Henderson.
I'd say too high. Just because you don't know where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
They still got 2 other guys that they give the ball to beside him. So I would say too high.
67, Bayshall Tootin. Too high, too low, or just right.
Too high.
Let me
What
go
are they going to
first.
feature him this year?
No, I disagree. I think
Are
it's
they
gonna
gonna feature him?
They are going to feature him. He's the
Okay.
feature back,
Then
and
I would
Travis
say,
Etienne is
'cause
gone.
His speed is to another level.
Yeah.
When you see this guy actually hit open field, you'll see it's to a different level.
Here's another guy, 68. I think it's too low. Matthew Stafford. Too high, too low, or just right.
I think it's too low.
Too low. Agreed.
Yeah.
69, Jadarian Price, the rookie. Too high or too low or just right? Running back, Seattle.
No, that's too high for
Right
him.
now, I think it's too
I don't
high
even
as
think
well.
he's the guy.
He might not be.
He's not the guy.
He
I
might not be.
mean, we know the guy is.
70, Cortland Sutton. Too high, too low or just right?
Cortland Sutton.
Wide receiver, Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna say based on what I'm cheating right now because I could see
Okay.
the rest of the list. I think Jalen Waddle is going to be more featured. There's
Right.
guys on the rest of this list that I would take over Cortland Sutton, so I'm going to say too high with the potential for just right.
Okay.
71 is Brandon Aubrey. Too high, too low, just right. He's the best kicker. I think that's too high.
I mean, I would never take a kicker that high.
Yeah.
Period.
This is a 7. When we're in the 70s,
At all.
we're in the top 6
Yeah.
rounds. That's too high.
It doesn't matter. You take a kicker at the last part of the fucking.
Piggybacking
draft.
off of that, 72 is the Texans defense. Too high, too low, or just right? I think that's way too high.
Way too high.
73 is Dak Prescott. I think he's better than a lot of the quarterbacks that are listed in front of him. I think that is
I think
too
he's
low.
better than most of them that we've talked about already.
After him is a guy that I am kind of high on this year, Bo Nix at 70. Oh, no, wait. I jumped ahead. I missed some guys. DK Metcalf at 74. Too high or too low, or just right? Agreed, but I would still take him over some receivers that have gone in front of him here.
Well, just because he's going to get targeted.
Would you rather have DK Metcalf or Ted McMillan?
Ted McMillan.
DK Metcalf or Carnell Tate?
Carnell Tate.
All right, you're in line with ESPN.
I mean, come on. We already know what he is. You know what he is. He's a possession guy. He's not a threat anymore.
Fair.
He's just a big body.
Bo Nix is 75. Too high, too low, or just right?
I would say a little high. I'd say a little high.
There's one or two quarterbacks
That I would take
Bo
over
Nix
him.
that I would take over him. Yeah, so too high, but the ADP kind of makes sense, but too high for now. Michael Pittman is 76. Too high, too low, or just right? I think that's way too high.
I think it's too high for him.
77 is Marvin Harrison. Too high, too low.
Too
just
high.
right. I agreed. Caleb Williams is 78. Too high, too low, or just right?
Too high.
I'm going to say just right.
Okay.
There are quarterbacks I would take over him, but I think he's
Right.
better than potentially Bo Nix. I certainly think he's better
Well, I think
than
Jared Goff's better than him.
Jackson Dart. And I think
Jared
Jared
Goff's
Goff is better than him as well.
Yeah.
Couple more. We're almost done here. Let's go with Broncos D 79. Too high, too low, or just right?
It's too high. Too high for defense.
I agree.
I wouldn't go there in defenses yet.
Here's a good one.
I would say I would take their defense probably over. There's only a few handful of defenses out there that are that good. One is Denver. The other was Houston. Houston, because they get all the sacks and the turnovers. That's where you want. I just wouldn't take it that high.
80 is Mike Evans. I think that's way too. I think Mike Evans could be a top 50 player if he's healthy.
Absolutely. If he's healthy.
You're with me. Here's another guy who I think is poised for a monster year, piggybacking off of a good year last year. 81 is Trevor Lawrence, who I love.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He was out of sight last year.
So too low.
I didn't think he had it in him.
82 is Tucker Kraft. I think it's going to take a second coming off of an injury, but I could totally see him finishing.
I think it's a little high. It's going to take him some time to work his way back.
He could finish as a top 6 tight end.
Yeah.
I love him as a Packer pass catcher.
Yeah.
83 is Alec Pierce. Too high, too low, or just right?
Alec Pierce is the biggest question mark in the league, dude. If
Boomer
Daniel
bust.
Jones can get him the ball, he's boomer bust.
There's too many guys I'm taking over.
I would
Alec
take other
Pierce.
guys over him. Yes.
And then rounding out, this would be round 7, essentially, if you're in a 12-team league. 84 is Ramondre Stevenson. Too high, too low, or just right?
Well, like we said, that's running back by committee over there.
Mhm.
We don't know who's what. Stevenson is the better runner in between the tackles. So I don't know.
So let me give you a
I'd
handful
say just
of guys.
right.
Let me cherry pick some guys from 85 to 100 who I would take over easily in the
Over
top 7.
Stevenson.
Not just over Stevenson, but in
Okay.
the top 20. George Kittle, Tony Pollard, Christian Watson.
Okay.
That's it. I cap it there.
Okay.
I would cap those guys. Those guys are in the 85 to 100 range.
If Kittles comes back healthy.
I think Kittle will come back healthy. I think he'll be good.
You never know. He's older now, dude. Yeah, you never know.
I
It
want to
hit the
touch.
proverbial wall.
I want to touch on more of this stuff. I want to next week. I would like to add more of the fantasy stuff. Maybe get
Okay.
into like the 85 to 200 range. We're a
Okay.
little rusty. We're knocking off the rust, so we'll be faster next week. I know we lost some of you. And then something else I want to touch on. I wanted to touch on it today, but I think we'll have a much better picture if we do it next week because the Lions are playing their starters for a series or two in the preseason game Saturday. I think we'll learn a lot. I want to get into more Lions talk. We'll lead with it next week. Is that all right with you?
No, that's fine.
So are we cool to wrap
So
up?
before we go, Terry and Arnold signed with the Seahawks. Everybody knows that.
He ain't playing.
He's not. He's exempt on the commissioner's list. Everybody was panicking, talking about maybe the Lions cut him too fast. I don't think so.
No, I think
I
the
think
Lions
they did the right thing.
I think the Lions had and I was upset when they cut him initially because I thought he could play. Here's the data that I think the Lions had. He is going on commissioner's exempt
He lied
list.
to them. He lied.
I don't know if he lied. I mean,
He lied.
because he could get.
flat out lied.
I think he could get out of what's going on. It's
I'm
too
not
much of a
saying he
question
can't
mark.
get out of it. What I'm saying is this: when I watched their little preliminary thing when they were going through with the lawyers and everything, yeah, I think a good lawyer will eat that up. He'll eat that up and spit it out.
Yeah,
The problem
he had a good
is
lawyer.
the problem is this: you got to go in front of the league because whether you're convicted of being the mastermind or not, this exists because of you. Period. Don't tell me that he had no knowledge of this because I think it's bullshit. I think it's all big fucking lies.
So here's my take on it. Both the signing and Terry and Arnold. I think he has a shot to get out of it. The Lions can't. It's not even a take that risk thing. They want to run the organization a certain way. They don't
No,
want those kind of
I
players
agree.
there.
I agree with what they
And
did.
here's where we're at. He's on the commissioner's exempt list. He's probably not going to play this year. In fact, there's a Hard Knocks clip from last night from John Schneider explaining as much. Like we want to see what the human is, and this
Well,
is a
he
long-term
said it
play.
himself. Schneider said it himself that if they were put in that position,
We'd
and
cut
he
him.
put the Lions in, they would have cut him.
We would
too.
cut him.
So
We would cut him.
whatever.
The
They're rolling the
difference
dice
is,
on him.
so for the Lions, I think they ultimately made the right decision because he's not going to play this year, and he would have taken up a roster spot, and he would have taken up a contract spot.
And he takes a cap hit.
Yeah,
He's on a cap hit anyway.
He takes up money, so they needed to move on. I don't know if he gets out of his case, he plays again. I don't think you see him this year, so they did the right thing, cut him. We will talk about his replacements: Keith Abney, Nick Whiteside, Ennis Rakestraw, whoever. We will talk about those. Khalil Dorsey. We will talk about those guys next week. We will talk about what's going on at safety. We will talk about how good their D line has looked. We will talk about what's going on with their offensive line.
Higgins tore his ACL.
Jaden Higgins tore his ACL.
Receiver. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
So on that note,
That's it.
if you've already drafted and you have Jaden Higgins, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
You're a
better,
Texans fan. I'm sorry.
Better get somebody else.
But thanks for listening. We will be back next week. I think we're going to try and run the next Wednesday, maybe next Friday. We don't know yet. We will get back with you when we have a date. We're going to try and be back next week. We will continue with the fantasy talk. We'll continue with the Lions talk. We would love if you could like and subscribe on our TikTok and both our YouTube pages, and subscribe to us on social media at TipBalls on Twitter, X, whatever you're calling it as well. Hopefully there's a chance we have Sam back next week. We will see. Thank you for listening. We love you guys. We're happy to be back. We're looking forward to a great year. God bless. We'll see you next week.